Good morning, student. Today in class 9th, we are going to study new chapter, that is Introductions to Euclid's Geometry. This is the first chapter. So today we will study about the Euclid's geometry. The Euclid has defined point, line, straight line, surface, and plane surface. But a point, a line, and a plane, these terms are taken as undefined term in geometry because Euclid define a point is that which has no part. Now a part has to define what do you mean by part. So if we define a part to be which occupies area, then we have to again define area. And if we define area, what is the area? That is length and breadth length and breadth are multiplied, then we get the area. So we will have to define length and breadth, and in this way we have to define so many terms. So in Euclid geometry, point, line, and plane are undefined terms in geometry. Now again, Euclid assume in geometry which are universal truth. So axioms and postulates are the assumptions which are obviously universal truth, and they are not to be proved. Again, what is axiom? The universal truth that are used in whole mathematics and not specifically limited to geometry is known as axiom. The axioms are universal truth. In further, I will define what are the axioms taken by the Euclids. Now, what is postulate? Postulate are assumptions that are specific to the geometry only. This is also a universal truth. Now I'm going to describe about the assumptions made by Euclid's, which are known as axiom, and it is taken in whole mathematics, not only specific to the geometry. So here first I have taken one, that is the first assumptions that Euclid made was that things which are equal to same things are equal to one another. Let here A is equal to B and C is equal to B. So A is equal to C. So things which are equal to same things are equal to one another. So A is equal to B and C is equal to B. So A is equal to C. Now again, next assumptions you can see here. If equals are added to the equal, the whole are equal. Here I have taken A square. Here square A is equal to square B. And I am adding this small portion. You can see in figure, adding equal rectangle in both square, we get rectangle C and rectangle D. Here A is equal to B, that is the square A is equal to B, and I have added a small portion of rectangle to A and B equal in area. So we get rectangle C and D which both are equal. So if equals are added to equal, the wholes are equal. Now again, another postulate. If equals are subtracted from the equals, the remainder are equal. So again, I have taken example of a rectangles A and B which are equal. I am subtracting in both the rectangle a small portion of rectangle equal in length and size, and we get a square C and D which are both are equal. So if equals are subtracted from the equal, the remainders are equal again. Now next one postulate is the whole is greater than the part. Whole is greater than part. Here rectangle A is a large one. I have divided rectangle A into part B and C. So A is greater than B and A is greater than C. So whole is greater than part. So these are the assumptions which are made by Euclid's and which are universal truth, and it can be used in whole mathematics. So these are known as axiom, and the universal truth which are only used in geometry are known as postulate. So we will study about the next class about the Euclid's postulate. Thank you for today's class.